change, but I won't drop it down. Money on my mind.
Yeah. Hey, they gotta get past the radio guy. Fuck the promo guy. I'm just the promo guy. I'm finna let that shit go though. Check it out. I walk light, but I talk heavy. Fast like a tall Chevy. Only talk about is my sister got the call ready. Told my donkey Brown City, got to get us all ready. Go a different path, make sure it's all steady. Trying to set that tall fatty. Say the boy calm but edgy. When you bitch see me, she calling me handsome, tall and deadly. It's amazing how all that shit work. Beat the pussy up like I'm trying to make my fist hurt. Still had the time to lay this down, but she was quick work. Then it's right back to the hustle to make this shit work. Flow is surgical, and I follow up with this stitch work. Wanna keep it rappers reality, make that shit work. Like it's beautiful, but maintaining it, make that shit hurt. I'm tightening the reins until that grip hurt. Yeah. If my pedigree is impeccable, I'm a gentleman, so I try to keep it respectable. When I try to chill, they go and put me on the pedestal. Shall we making statements and none of that shit is credible. I'm a businessman, but you niggas is looking edibles. Your name in the streets ain't even legible. Look. I'm incredible, that's my last name. Catch me in the fast lane, trying to play the cash game. Accurate with fast name, toxic as your bad name. It's a long shot, but I'm telling you I got mad range. When I set my sights, consider it in the bag, man. Kinda like Kobe in his last game. Hush. They need a real one, apparently. I'm the boogie man, so ain't none of you niggas scaring me. I'm talking to the guy, but can't none of you niggas swear to me. Big dog status, but you never see me on the leash. Shit, got the game in the choker. You probably know some change at your game when I choke her. She a masochist, so she like it when I control her. And I got a leash, she can't even keep her composure. Thanks for tuning in to Shop Talk. Never be the keep from doing block talk. Shop Talk 7 in the building. We up top. We get down. It's your boy, Tony Media. Monix, what's going on, world? Happy Monday. Hope y'all had a good weekend. My weekend was bittersweet. It was both. It was an equal amount of bitter and sweet. Buried a couple of people, man. Shout out to the Joyner, the James family, the Joyner family. We buried Miss Margaret James over the weekend on Saturday. You know what I mean? Shout out to the family, Billy and all the other ones I met. My brother Leslie, just some of the names escape me, but shout out to them, man. And shout out to, you know what I'm talking about, the Rogers family. My Uncle Al, man, one of my daddy's closest childhood friends passed away. You know what I'm saying? They buried him today. So we was out there in North Chicago, Waukegan, North Chicago. You feel me? Taking care of that. Bittersweet, man, bitter and sweet, but it was sucks for the obvious reasons, but motherfuckers celebrating, man. I can honestly say that people was really celebrating. There wasn't no extra like sad occasion. People were celebrating. They had a lot of good stories, really appreciative of the people who passed. And if I'm gonna go to and I don't know if who this matters to, but they look good, man. Especially my Uncle Al today. He looked like himself in that casket, man. I don't know. At least you get to remember him how you left him. You feel me? But enough of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to everybody who lost whoever. My condolences to anybody dealing with that kind of stuff. I'm gonna move on though, because I'll start choking up shit. So with that said, shout out to Nikki Slick Designs, man. That's our resident SBO. You feel me? She does all our shit, man. She the one got us looking fly, flyers and promo. She put together the collab. She got the little drip squad going on. You know what I'm saying? All the people that's working with her. So shout out to her. Who's in the drip squad? Let me see. We got Ron Reed, VNO Podcast, Views and Opinions, man. VNO What You Know. We got Life Coach Jeff of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. I hope I said it in the right order. We got Dr. J, man. Keeping it real with Dr. J. Reggie moving forward, man, with the nightcap. You feel me? I forget the name of his podcast. When I remember it, I'm going to say it. He also has a podcast. Of course, us, man, Shop Talk 7. She worked with Mood Changes. You feel me? She did a promo for the upcoming Weedy Gras that's happening on 420. So shout out to them. Matter of fact, let me put that motherfucking banner up there because the boy Shop Talk 7's own D Smith is hosting it with our girl Barnett. You feel me? Weedy Gras, an adult 420 carnival and festival. They got food, games, entertainment, and more. Hosted by, like I said, get this D Smith and the net. We call her Barnett here. On the ones and twos, the Shot Blizz, man. A special performance by Trosh. So shout out to Mood Changes, man. Nina Waters and Sharice Sloan. Get well, Sloan. You know, Sloan was in an accident recently, but she's okay though. I talked to her today. So she, you know, she good to go. She's well as can be expected. So you want to buy the tickets, you can go to Nina Waters Ministries. I think NinaWatersMinistries.com. I'm going to get it together. If y'all see this, please put it in the chat so I don't fuck it up. NinaWatersMinistries.com. But we, you know what I'm talking about? So shout out to them. Shout out to everybody. We finna get back to this music. I got something for y'all, man. We ain't played it in a while, but I'm finna play it. You dig? I'm going to go ahead and play this first. And then I'm going to get into Sinatra's. You know what I'm saying? When you're out there. So this is Tayro. With Honest, man. I'm talking about, you know, he got locked up a while ago. You know, when he get back outside, it's gonna be nuts, man. But here we go. Shop Talk 7. Fam Tayro, Honest. Let's get it.
Your heart it glitters, got me like back row. Your heart it glitters, you make me quiver.
Hey, man.
Good evening, Table.
Street nigga with an exotic mind. Got a pocket full of change, but I won't drop it down. Money on my mind, heavy on my grind. Cause I don't know what these niggas do with time, but they ain't wasting mine. So much to learn, so I sit back and listen. While I was inside of school, I wish I paid attention. Instead, I went to sleep cause I felt I was different. Teacher told me I made on the road, I told that bitch she tripping. Don't think I'm dumb cause I'm very smart. Every problem really simple, I just make it hard. And I can't go back broke, it's time to stack a star. 2022 and I don't know, I just might die tomorrow. But I just wanna make it out. I'm trying to win by any means. I even tried to safer route. I'm trying to find what's special me, but that shit hard to figure out. Son that calls that came to me, but he left cold inside my house. That was the saddest day. I started ending my year in the most saddest way. 2021, I was up and now I'm down today. Ain't no more playing around today. My mama said she don't want work no more. That shit broke my heart. Cause I was up like 50 bucks. That wasn't enough for me to start. I could have did a couple things to make it easier tomorrow. But I had to love my big cousin and that shit had broke my heart. The money helped me ease the pain. I couldn't see through all the dark. Whoa. I don't wanna ever feel that pain no more. I don't wanna have to walk inside that rain no more. I'm trying to fix the bond with blood, but I can't no more. I'm trying to find the fuck to give, feel like it ain't no more. This shit get hard, I swear I'm tired of love. Plus like a trust, it got me closing up. I told myself it's time to open up. I was holding back cause I was scared of who I really was. But this is me, I can only see as far as I can see. Even in the dark, I still shine, God gifted me. I done gave everybody all that they can give from me. I tried to give my gift away, but God said that was meant for me. I'm gonna fulfill my purpose in his word before he sent for me. My son almost died, I begged the Lord to bring him back to me. I'm the best daddy in the world, you can't take that from me. Plus I'm a whole gangster, so my bitch, it ain't no slapping me. Look at me, right inside his eye, he turned his back to me. I'ma stay true to who I am. It ain't no cap for me. Superstar, told them they can go and make a plaque for me. Real hits, niggas dropping one, it's back to back for me. I just need somebody by my side that's gonna rap for me. I ain't gonna tell you do no stupid shit like come and die for me. Cause if you really love me, then I know that you gon' die for me. Cause nigga, I die for you. I promise I won't lie to you. I thank the Lord for both of my brothers. I know we got each other. We grew up sharing the room. We shared the same struggle. Told my brothers I got a plan. I said it's time to huddle. We gon' execute and get rich. I put that on my mama. I ain't got the money yet. Right now I'm still up and coming, but I'm still thumbing through a check. Shout out my baby mama. She was holding me down when I was broke and I ain't had nothing. So she gon' get every Birkin bag. I know my time coming. I'm sorry, baby. I know you exhausted and you tired of me. I'm willing to do whatever just to keep you on the side of me. You can get whatever just as long as you don't lie to me. Because the day you lie to me, you gon' wake something inside of me. I promise, baby. I'm just being honest, baby. Just being honest.
Hey, it's your boy, Cypher. Thick. You are listening to Shop Talk 7, Media Monix. Get this D, My Radio Chicago. Let's get it.
Make that out.
What y'all, where you at? Yeah. What y'all, yeah. Hey, pull up on me, we gonna have some fun with this one. Yeah, let's go. Damn, you did it. Yeah. Word is you on top now. Yeah, is. And I'm from the crib. Shines where I live. Every time I step out, I be hella lit. Yeah, I do. I ain't doing nothing for the hell of it. Nah, I don't. You ain't talking money, you's irrelevant. Yeah, you is. Labels try to f me, but I'm celibate. Yeah. Damn, you did it. Yeah. Word is you on top now. Yeah, is. And I'm from the crib. Shines where I live. Lights, camera, action, it's a movie now. Reposado got me feeling groovy now. Instagram baddies trying to do me now. I told her back that I think I'm juvenile. Super juicy, dookie booty, ghetto bougie. Got a Lucy, threw it on me like she knew me. Friend blocking. What you want? Truly blew me. Got a man, whoopty. They don't move me. He a goofy. Damn, it's lit. Yeah, no. What's on? Where you at? We outside. What's on? Where you at? We outside. This that summer vibe. This hit winter cold. Yeah, y'all new to this. Man, we been in mode. This that summer bop, but hit winter cold. Yeah, y'all new to this. We been in mode. Yeah.
Yo, what's good? It's the boy Trosh, man. And right now you rocking with the girl Melly P on Melly P's Playground, right here on my radio Chicago, where it's more than radio. It's Trosh.
Shoptalk's up in the building. We up top. We get down. It's your boy Tony Media Monix. We are back, man. We just hit y'all with the boy Tay-Ro with Honest. Fam, Tay-Ro with Honest, man. Get home, man. And yeah, I did featuring Sinatra's. We love that fucking song, man. It's like a footwork song. Nigga dropping bars on a juke song. But hey, that's just fucking Sinatra's for you, man. That's just Sinatra's for you. I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said earlier though, when the boy Tay-Ro get home, whenever he back outside, it's gonna be a little trouble. It's gonna be a little trouble when Tay-Ro get back outside, man. I can't wait. But look, here we go, man. We're gonna get into this topic. What's more important to you, the mission or your feelings? What's more important to you, the mission or your feelings? What am I talking about? First, so this is a self-examination, right, mostly. I'm going to share some self-examination with y'all. If y'all can relate, if y'all disagree with the perspective, whatever, that's cool. It's space for that here. Chime in. Maybe I should ask myself, what has been more important to me based on the data in my life, the evidence in my life? What has been more important to me, the mission or my feelings? What does that even look like? I'd imagine that a lot of people can't even answer that question because I'd imagine a lot of people can't even answer this question floating across the screen because they never really had a mission. And if you say the mission was more important to you, why didn't the collaboration work? I'm talking about some teamwork type shit. I'm talking about relationships. It's all teamwork stuff. Personal, intimate relationships, business relationships, working relationships, whatever it is. Why haven't you done certain things for yourself if the mission is more important than your feelings? How many of us have stopped doing something because somebody pissed us off? Right? How many of us have stopped doing something because people have pissed us off? That's not an example of the mission being more important than your feelings. A lot of us get mad at ourselves and stop doing shit. So now you just got shit left undone. You got shit haunting you, or you wonder why certain things like ain't popping off. And some of that, I believe that sometimes is because there's like a subconscious roadblock. Like a subconscious roadblock. How you gonna get to this when this other thing holds you down? Some shit you put in the atmosphere, you just gotta deal with. You have to deal with it. You have to conclude that matter. I can't say what that is for everybody. But I'm one of the people, if I say it, it's gotta get done or it's gonna haunt me. But do I not complete the mission because I don't feel like it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like it. So I ain't on that shit. I'm gonna leave this relationship that I said I was gonna stay in because I don't feel like it. I'm gonna leave this business arrangement because I don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like being bothered with that. Then the mission is not as important to you. It's your feelings, and not the feelings are invalid, because feelings are valid. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying don't make a decision based off your feelings. I'm gonna tell you not to do that. I'm gonna tell you be careful. Be careful, because if you don't, you start building habits. And that's, well, if you look at a lot of us, that's why a lot of us are where we are, whether somewhere we want to be or somewhere we don't want to be. It's because of the habits we've built. D. Smith always talks about social contracts. I believe we sign the motherfuckers with ourselves too. Yep, through the habits we create. I heard on a movie once, then I heard everybody saying it. But it makes sense in a lot of cases. How you do one thing is how you do everything. I don't believe that 100%, but I think the point, I get the point. I think the point is that the way you do shit, people are going to see that. This is one of the ways to think about it. People are going to see that and going to hold you to it. I almost feel like on some esoteric shit, the universe will hold you to it. You know what I'm saying? The habit, the patterns that you create. If you did something a certain way one time, I don't think we can say, well, that's how I do it. That's how you do it. But if you create this pattern, it shows people how you're gonna move. And it's gonna subconsciously become your modus operandi. Because that's how that shit starts. You know what I'm saying? Because you do things, you start getting more confident in it. Or you'll start justifying your own bullshit. And then the more you justify your own bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Now you got to stay defending it to save face. Oh my God, how many of us are caught up in saving face? We'll fuck up a mission to save face. It's like
that's a great fucking question. That's a great fucking question. What's more important than the mission of your feelings? Because you're gonna feel any kind of way any given time of the day. Sometimes I'm feeling away for no damn reason. Just to be honest with you, sometimes I just be feeling away for no damn reason. And I think sometimes that's because I do a lot of self-checking. So sometimes there's a crack. You know, sometimes it be a hole somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And I do have to check myself sometimes. Like, what the fuck are you mad about? What's the issue about? Problem. What's the real problem? Like, for real. What's the real problem? And I have, when you said earlier about, you know, say you really do have to think about it, because your feelings are valid. And it took me a long time to understand that your feelings are valid. They ain't always right. They ain't always necessary. But they're valid because they feel it. It's a reaction. It's a bodily or oral reaction.
Yeah, they're valid, and even more, I'll say that an individual who wants to communicate with you has to treat them as valid if they want to communicate with you. Not right or wrong.
You have to accept that.
But okay, this is how they see it. We got to try to understand how they see it. And if we don't agree, still a line to be had there. You don't got to agree just because you understand where they're coming from.
But that's part of communication.
Yeah.
It's give and take. If I want to communicate with you fully, I have to take what you're communicating with. And you have to accept what I'm communicating with. We're going to figure it out.
And if I want to have this conversation with you so bad, it means I see some value in you behind whatever's happening. We just got to move this out the way. Let's get this moved out the way somehow so we can get to the value. And the value is where the mission lies. You know what I'm talking about? You do things, you move forward in life with valuable things, using them the right way. So you just going, a lot of us will back off the valuable thing because we don't want to move away what's in front because we upset.
It don't even be worth it. It don't be worth it, bro. It do not be worth it. A lot of people have burned bridges. A lot of people have burned relationships. A lot of people have burned opportunities. A lot of people have burned just their names sometimes.
Speaking as a guy who's burned a couple of those.
I end up too. I've definitely burned a couple just on some. I feel and almost burned some really, really valuable blood relationships. You know what I'm saying? Off feelings, bro. Like, and so it really has made me take a pause and really, really consider a lot of shit because so much shit could be at play than just your little bitty ass feelings in a room full of possibilities. It's like that's you'll burn a whole lot of bridges and you'll fuck yourself up in a lot of different ways. So the mission is definitely to me more important.
Here's another example of emissions over feelings. Like D. Smith was saying earlier, sometimes you just in a certain way, you don't even know the fuck why. You're just there. So I was with somebody today and they was on that, right? I knew something was off because she got quiet. She never quiet with me. It's always chatterbox. And we talked about it later. She eventually started talking, and we was like normal. But later, she was telling me like, you being a man was pissing me off today.
You're not doing what I wanted you to do.
You're not doing what I wanted you to, how you wanted to do it. You fumbling with this pissed me off. You breathing pissed me off. Your fucking beard made me mad. And so she told me all this. I'm taken aback, like, what the fuck? But the whole time she never acted that out. She chose to push past that bullshit because she knew it was bullshit. She was able to acknowledge that it was just stupid shit. And she was just in her feelings about something that don't got nothing to do with me.
That's good.
And she was able to say that to me, and I was able to be like, I hear you.
Yeah, that's like great.
I hear you. I get it. I mean, it wasn't as simple as I get it, because at first I was tripping, like, what do you mean? What the fuck did I do? I can't do nothing. It's just, I was on one today. But whatever it was, whatever relationship we have is more valuable. The mission of sustaining that relationship is more valuable than her feelings, which is why she got back in line, brought it up later, assured me it wasn't my fault. And I find it valuable as well, so we move forward. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers can't even do that. I've not done it quite a few times, as a matter of fact.
It's not easy to do because, like I said, your feelings are valid. And so a lot of times you fight to figure out where that shit coming from, because it's coming from somewhere. You sometimes don't know where it's from. And that alone will keep you in your feelings.
And then me, where an example of how I've been in my feelings with things. So you on a little while ago, if you'd have said that to me, I'd have started coming up with a narrative. Oh, you don't like me. If you can't like me if this is how you see it. Like, there's no way you like me. And to me, I'm justified to leaving your ass because you don't like me. Because to me, this says you don't fuck with who I am. Because I am a number of things. Some of those things are annoying. Some of those things are great. Some of those things are okay. Some of those things, you can deal with it. I'm a number of things. So but I'm who I am. It is what it is. You don't fuck with me. I'll start justifying it like that and create a narrative. And I know how to cause people to start talking shit to me. And then I'm not going to talk shit back. So now, in my mind, I'm justifying something else. I'm not talking shit back to you. So you tripping. Now I can go. Damn, I just gave y'all the fucking game.
In our heads, though,
I've done that shit.
How many people will admit to that? How many people actually admit to, like, I be in my own head sometimes? And I'm really honest,
and become comfortable with the narrative that you painted.
I'm be honest with you. I'm gonna say a lot of people are like that, simply because we live in a world of so much uncertainty, and we have to be on guard so much that you have to be thinking like this on certain levels all the goddamn time.
Right.
But you don't want to get got nowhere. So it's like people trying to protect themselves.
That whole you ain't gonna do me mentality.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do me.
And it sucks, but you don't get far without exposing yourself. Fuck, it sucks, but you don't.
It sucks.
But you don't.
But that's exactly why it's very difficult for people to respect the mission over their feelings, especially if their feelings are not being respected in certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you hear all the time about like famous rock groups, famous groups or some shit that like broke up or something. Somebody wanted to go solo and the group wanted to stay together. They know what was going on with the group, and all kinds of shit. And it's like sometimes that uncertainty will cause people to act prematurely.
Here's a perspective I'd offer. They, in sports, they say that the fans will be all right. They love you when you start winning, right? It's kind of just how it goes. Now, what if people who are supposed to be working together and whatever that work is, y'all don't fuck with each other right now for real, but the work can be done. So imagine how y'all might feel about each other when y'all start winning because of each other.
Imagine if y'all just did the work.
Focused on the fucking work and respect the person where they at. Look, this is how the fuck you are, but the work is getting done. This is how you are, but the work is getting done. Let's stand on that. Stay on mission and take the wins that come with it. We don't gotta not celebrate the wins because we're mad at each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can celebrate that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
just respect each other's space and get the mission and handle the mission. Respect each other's feelings and handle the mission.
because a good win will lighten the mood.
I can celebrate with a nigga I got an issue with as long as you know what I'm saying. Like, hey, that shit earlier, we talk that shit out. It's all good.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and you know what? That's okay.
Because clearly, because that's actually proof that it really wasn't that big of a deal.
How often is it that big of a deal?
That's honest proof right there that it really wasn't that big of a deal. You was able to put your feelings to the side to handle the situation. So the feeling, so whatever you had a feeling about can be fixed.
How many real beefs was solved with a fucking hug?
We saw with a
Or a
conversation.
handshake,
Or like, bro,
just look at it and say, you know what, man? Fuck it.
I'm gonna say this.
And it's okay to get there and then talk about it. It's okay to upfront forgive.
Yep.
Then have communion with each other, and then talk about it.
I'm gonna go the softer route. It's okay to say, nigga, yeah, you hurt me. That shit actually hurt. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting this. You did this. That kind of hurt a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or, whatever the case is, just be able to say that you felt a certain way. Because for some reason, people feel like having feelings makes you weird.
I'm gonna give y'all some game. This is how I see it. If somebody you care about is vulnerable, having a vulnerable moment with you, whether whether they're telling you how they feel or whether they're apologizing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where there's vulnerability, humility should follow. So if you're vulnerable enough to tell me, man, you hurt me, humility, I'm sorry. Because if I care to deal with you, if the mission is more important than my feelings, I'm sorry.
And to be honest with you,
even if I don't agree that it went down that way, I'm sorry. I did not want to make you feel that way, bro. So whatever it is. And if I'm being humble, and I hate that word to be honest, but it's necessary, right?
Yeah.
If I'm being humble, showing humility, I'm automatically looking at, I don't know if I did it the way he or she said I did it, but okay, at least I know now not to do that. And then maybe at some point, I can sit back and understand how they saw it that way. Because if I did something and it can be seen that way, to me, for the sake of the relationship, that's as good as me having done it.
I'm gonna throw an example out there. You came to me one time and told me that you heard me slurring on the show once. This was a while ago.
I remember that a couple of years ago.
Like I say, years ago.
Long time.
Like I say, years ago.
Way back.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, I disagree. I don't think so. Like I was mad about it at first, but I'm like, let me go back and listen. And I went back and listened, and I'm like, I still don't feel it. I still don't hear it. But I'm like, you know what? Okay, that's gonna be something I'm gonna be more conscious of. So I'm gonna be more conscious of that. I'm gonna make more of an effort to slow down when I speak, because sometimes I do talk fast. And sometimes I actually get nervous. Like it hits me that, oh shit, I'm on camera, people are watching, oh shit. So sometimes I do kind of feel like I get a little nervous sometimes.
And you know what, bro? I appreciate that, because what's crazy is what I realized later is you just have a drawl.
Withdrawal?
Well, a drawl, like a little, it's just when you
twang.
Yeah, like when you start a sentence sometimes, it just comes off like that.
Yeah, like I'm not drunk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't no drunk. But yeah, like that.
And it's really conviction on me, because I think right before that, we did get drunk on the show before, and I lost my top.
I remember that episode.
So low key, I was probably projecting. Like, I don't want to do this no more, so let me make sure nobody else does it either. So I lost my shit on that show.
You know what I'm saying? But again, that was something that even though I didn't agree with it, I still accepted it and said, you know what, let me make an effort. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's, to me, if somebody else sees it, you have to take it as an option of the way you can be seen. So if you walk around with a suit on and you think you're prestigious and you walk with your chest out and shit, and somebody say, man, you know, your shoes untied, nigga. And you're like, oh, damn. You can't look at them and say, no, I got on a suit. I'm looking good. And no, nigga, I'm looking at you. You have your shoes untied. Consider my perspective. You have to consider that perspective.
Especially if there's somebody who matters.
Especially if it's somebody who matters.
And that's really what it is.
Yeah.
You can start there. Consider the perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Say, oh, no, I didn't. No,
Yeah.
do that first.
Mm-hmm.
Take inventory.
And your natural instinct is to be offended by the shit. That's
Right.
which is cool, but that's where your self-check comes in.
You got to beat that.
That's where your self-awareness comes in. When you know that that's a trigger for you, that's like, okay, I'm swelling up. Let me break it down because it really don't need to be all that. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You know, and then you're able to handle it. And sometimes you'll even reserve relationships for that shit.
And they're important to preserve. They're fucking important.
How many times do you want to quit the show?
12.
How many times? So, yeah. So it's like.
It's my fucking show. Wait a minute.
A radio period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot. But you know, you stay the race, man, and understand the mission. You try to understand the mission. And if you get, sometimes you got to adjust, so you adjust. And you know, I'm the type, I'll give grace if somebody's going through something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was about to say, I hope I get it, but there's proof that I get it. That's fucking proof that I get the grace. It's so I get the grace. And that's a big word too, though. Grace, like,
nigga, that's hard to get. That's the grace and forgiveness, nigga. Shit.
It's hard to give.
Grace and forgiveness are in the same bag.
It's hard to give until you start giving it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just got to look like, who the fuck liked that vegetable before they ate it?
It's hard to give till you start realizing that you're getting it.
Then you give it and see the benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Giving it to me makes things lighter for me. And I love when things are light and not so heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, it wasn't so bad. Fuck it. I get to love now. And I like to love.
And most of the time when you give grace, it's usually beneficial.
Yep. And there's even been times where I was waiting on other people to make it okay, say that it's okay for me to give the grace.
Mm-hmm.
I've done that a couple of times. Boy, was I happy when they said yeah. Oh, y'all cool now? Yeah, good. I didn't want to be mad at this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that shit. I didn't want to call. And no, me being me, I wasn't going to act mad at him at all. And I didn't want to cause that contention.
It's the awkward energy though.
Like, who wants to, we don't got to do that. Bet them up.
But look around though. It's a lot of shit going on, man. And it's like, if people just like acknowledge the mission, like if Black folks as a whole just acknowledge the mission, you know how many dots we could connect, bro? Like that should be stupid. Stupid. We could just connect the dots and treat and honor each other right.
Just connect the dots.
And just connect the dots.
So we just got to connect those motherfuckers with who's willing to connect.
It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not hard. You have to find those who are willing to connect. But even though people have to get to a place where they are willing to connect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Motherfuckers is we lack humility. We lack perspective. And when I say you lack perspective, I mean like outside the box perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta have some outside the box perspective because it doesn't start or end with you.
Nope.
So how you see it might be dope. But you still gotta at least consider some other shit.
Mm-hmm.
They say when you're looking up research that like since we wasn't there, the best we could do now is read, like you trying to investigate something, you want to read several different authors
Mm-hmm.
and get a consensus.
Yeah. Don't think the first one.
And if a consensus is there, then you can use it. So if you feel like you got it, pause and consider other stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do the other side. To study means to read, research, and investigate. Research means again, search again.
Real talk, G.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to do these things so we can be able to have conversations. So we can be able to gain some perspective that'll help us resolve an issue.
That comes with us being self-aware.
Pride comes before the fall. Not to get preachy, but it's just
no, that's real talk though. That comes with us being self-aware, and this goes back to the conversation I was having with being one. when he came through, man. Shout out to the boy Ben One, man. We had a great fucking conversation, man. I wish your ass was here, man, because that shit was crazy. He's talking about ecosystem, and we was talking about how like a lot of times people fall out over little shit and end up aborting what could have been something really, really spectacular. But for whatever reason, people just couldn't get their egos or whatever situation under wraps or on equal ground. And
Yeah, you can't live there, man. We all have an ego, but you can't live there.
it's like at some point in time, you have to see the world a different way.
Like in a sense, you got to leave your city so you can see what else is going on.
That too. But you have to change your mind frame of how you're going to build with people and who you can build with.
And you don't do that unless you leave your city, aka get out your fucking comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because your ego is definitely your comfort zone.
And you also, in speaking of leaving your city, with that, you have to leave your mentality.
Look at that shit in that city, other cities.
Like you gotta, like for real, you have to challenge your mentality. You have to challenge your emotional mentality. You know, what triggers how you feel. You know, how you feel triggering how you think. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to catch that shit.
You got to try different responses to your triggers.
You got to catch
on
that
purpose.
shit.
You got to try. You can't wait till you feel like it.
Yes. You can't wait till you get to a situation where you didn't react it and now you hindsighting. Like, oh shit, damn, I should have said that. Oh damn, I shouldn't have said that. Okay, well, I can handle this differently.
It's the easiest thing in the world to get mad at somebody who offended you. What if you tried to understand where they was coming from?
It's easy to get mad at people who don't try to offend you. You know, it's easy to get mad at people who don't try to offend you. Simply because you own one that day. Or simply because
definitely easy to throw it where it don't belong.
You know what I'm saying? Or simply because you're seeing things a certain way. You know, like you might have had a real bad interaction with somebody earlier in the day. And now that's the lens you're seeing the world through. So now every little nuance or every little offense is something that is seen as personal.
Yeah. And I just recently, I'm talking about as early as today, developed an appreciation for how hard it is to not see the world through the lens that was created by your individual situation. Because that's your world.
Yep.
I used to get mad at like, why everybody just generalizing? I still don't like it, but I've seen it so many times that I get it. That's your world. You know, I'm fortunate. I've been around the world. I've seen a lot of different shit in a short span. I don't know if that's why my perspective may be a little different, why I don't battle with that. It could be because of this show where I've had, like, we've both been in radio or podcasting, so we've had thousands of these conversations. So we're able to see things kind of different because through these conversations, we're learning shit.
Yeah.
Learning shit about ourselves. We're learning shit about people. And I really learn when I handle something wrong. I get to look back at it and say, oh.
Yeah. Crazy.
Maybe not. And I live under the idea of keeping the player. And if that shit one player, I don't want to do it again. You know, maybe that's a vain way to look at it, but this is what the fuck it is.
Shit, learning to apologize for shit.
Just it don't hurt. It don't kill nobody.
Nope. Learning to come to somebody and say, hey, you know what? I fucked that up, bro. No, it wasn't you. That was all me. This is where my mind was. It wasn't the right perspective. I was feeling this way. I jumped the gun. I assumed something that wasn't there. Blah, 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 blah.
And if you're a leader, it's still your fault, right? That shit don't sound good, but it's your fault if somebody fuck up. But it ain't so much your fault as if you fucked it up. But what it is you got to take the accountability and say, you know what? I'm going to put you in a better position next time. We're going to retool and we're going to use you better. And sometimes you ain't got to say that to a person. You just got to put them in the place where they're going to win.
Right.
You know, even if you got to start them off with helping y'all get a small win, build a little confidence. You don't always got to say it. You got to know your personnel. You know your personnel got an ego, but you want them around anyway for whatever reason. Okay. You deal with it differently. You don't just deal with people like, that's how I am. You don't do that if you want them around.
I always say you have to learn people. And if you really value motherfuckers around you, you're going to learn them. If you want them around you, you're going to learn them. If you want a pit bull, you ain't just going to get any pit bull. You're going to learn that motherfucker.
Yeah. And I'm going to say, especially if you invited them into your space.
Yeah. You have to learn them.
The short charge now
Mm-hmm.
to learn them. Well, shout out to the chat, man. We're gonna get to some music real quick.
Shout out to the chat, man.
Who we had on here? Tabu Adam Hay.
What up, Tabu?
Pink Cypher in
What's
the
going
fucking building. Trosh.
Shout out to the word Trosh.
You know what I'm talking about? Whoa boy.
Shout out to Whoa Boy in the
Whoa Boy
building,
is
man.
What's the word?
That's whoa,
TJ
my
Sullivan?
nigga. That's whoa.
You know her?
Who's that?
TJ? I don't know.
Oh, that's Tage from Let's Be Blunt podcast.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah.
Well, hello, Tage.
What's going on?
I don't know who this is, but they want to know who the fuck we are.
Who is that?
Telly Savalas.
Telly Savalas. I don't know.
From
But,
YouTube.
I don't know, but shout out to Telly.
She or he, I don't know.
Okay. Shout out to Telly.
Telly says, who is y'all?
Who is y'all? Oh shit. Well, you here.
Well, you see it.
Yeah, you here. I don't know. Maybe read. You know, I don't know. Maybe play a
Look up
promo
here.
form or something. I don't know.
Look up here. Right here.
I mean, we got some stuff back here. If you want to read some of this back here.
I mean, okay, look.
Well, your head is blocking the R, so you can't see the R. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. That's even better. That's even better. Read that. Read that, Telly. Maybe that'll tell you who we are.
Who's Media Monix and who's D Smith?
Yeah, check it out.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If you can choose correctly who's Media Monix and who's D Smith, I'll split a goodness right now. I give you $25.
We'll give you an applaud. How about that? Let's get to this music, man.
Man, we're gonna get right to the music, man. We got the boy Trosh with Everyday Hustler, man. I'm gonna hit y'all with some BZ.
Let's go.
On the line, little flashback, probably some Cypher Sync featuring that with Blind, man. A bare minimum, man. Shoptalk 7. Let's get it.
You go. That's good.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name Trosh. Hey, you know, life don't life. And I know it's easier said than done. Just gotta keep pushing. I promise it's like every time I want to get ahead, a motherfucking monkey wrench is what I get instead. But I've been lucky, baby, yeah, I've been in the tread. Head above water, baby, I've been kicking legs. Appreciate my people that'll never let me drown. It's a fight for a little gain, every set of downs. I'm just fighting for a little fame, every set of towns. Finna wear that shit in love, every set I better clown, better hide, better sound. You don't know, maybe I need that. Let the world hear my gift while I'm at reset. Thinking about to steal my soul, show me your key math. Then I'm chilling way offshore, hoping to relax. Hey, relax. I promise you gon' hear what I feel up in these raps. Roll with everything I can give them with these craps. And I'ma turn nothing to gold with these scraps. I'm an everyday hustler. Getting food and I'm feeling untouchable. You gon' see me all over your TV, but you don't even wanna believe me. Love it when I get to prove it to them. Mad tired of niggas thinking they know right. Mad tired of niggas thinking they score right. Mad tired of niggas thinking it's your fight. Mad tired cause niggas think it ain't your life. Don't get it twisted, I know I make it look easy. Nigga hella starving, nobody coming to feed me. Since I got the knowledge, nobody coming with freebies. Get it to my people forever, settle completely. Can't let a love die, rather see some doves cry. It's about time for my rain, can't let the flood dry. Watching how you watch me, I see you with the plug guy. Right from the beginning, yeah, I knew that I was the guy. And with that comes the new approach. Hey, and with that comes I do the most. Hey, gotta raise this gate for my city. Hey, about to rip this bitch through the post. I'm an everyday hustler. Getting food and I'm feeling untouchable. You gon' see me all over your TV, but you don't even wanna believe me. Love it when I get to prove it to them. Told you I'm an everyday. Feeling untouchable. See me all over your TV. Believe me. Told you I'm an everyday hustler. Getting food and I'm feeling untouchable. You gon' see me all over your TV, but you don't even wanna believe me. Love it when I get to prove it to them.
it's your boy, Cypher. Thick. You are listening to Shop Talk 7. Media Monix, get this deep. My Radio Chicago. Let's get it.
So now, yeah. I'm trying to make it out the clubs, yeah. I'm trying to buy my mom's a home, yeah. I love my daughter, that's my heart, yeah. I feel this money coming my way. But I take grinding, so I gotta face the beast. And I can't let nobody take food off my plate. And everybody know that I'ma find a way. But I can't let nobody get up in my way. All I do is grind, yeah. Put hustle in my time, yeah. I put it all on the line, yeah. And they still gon' define me. I'm the realest. Whoa. Running. All my brothers solid, you know it. And everybody got their head down like a old song. Sometimes I need to get away. It's pain up in my voice today. Voice raised. I can't make it do anything. My mind was gone, I felt the same. I'm okay, so I'ma make it out of this. 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 I got us. Oh, so much pain in my city, unreal. I gotta ride with a stick, and I ain't it. I just wish that we can go back to when we was kids. Show my baby girl how we live. Remember the drinking parties, doing the 40s, 67 o'clock all night. We stayed out till the morning. Lost my homie up in 08, and to this day I know we waiting at the early age. So I'ma keep on grinding. I told my brothers we gon' change, yeah. I know we looking down, smiling. I know that I'ma make them proud, yeah. I gotta Lord, help me please, Lord, help me please. All the things that I can't see, and sometimes I gotta get away. There's pain up in my voice today. My voice already can't make it do anything. My mind was gone, I felt the same. But I'm okay. I'ma make it out of this. 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 I got this. Oh.
Coolest summer, your heart it glitters, your heart it glitters. Shiver, got me like super cool. Your heart it glitters, your heart it glitters. You make me quiver. Shiver, got me like.
Street nigga with an exotic mind. Got a pocket full of change, but I won't drop it down. Money on my mind, heavy on my grind. Cause I don't know what these niggas do with time, but they ain't wasting mine. So much to learn, so I sit back and listen. While I was inside the school, I wish I paid attention. Instead, I went to sleep cause I felt I was different. Teacher told me I made on the road, I told that bitch she tripping. Don't think I'm different cause I'm very smart. Every problem really simple, I just make it hard. And I can't go back broke, it's time to stack a star. 2022, and I don't know, I just might die tomorrow. But I just wanna make it out.
Boy, I hate you, but I love you at the same damn time. How do you get me so blind? Why do you get me so blind? Boy, I hate you, but I love you at the same damn time. Why do you get me so blind? Why do you get me so blind?
I've been blinded by this love, blinded by my hate. Every time you try to leave me, girl, I stop you at the gate. Should I wrap my hands around your throat or put them around your waist? I can't decide, so I'ma roll this dice and take my chance with fate. Wait, back to reality. I ain't really trying to catch a case. Just lost in this pleasure that you're giving while I'm trying to navigate the pain. You back and forth like tug of war in a power struggle. Who wanted more? So much anxiety. So why is you trying me? Other women been at me, but never get time for me. All these stories fabricated. Go on, Misty, with the allegations. I'm not a cheater, but I got the code. Press your button so I can reach your soul. Just left the streets, now I'm coming home to pull your head and make your body fold. You know you love how I
Boy,
make you
I
moan.
hate you, but I love you at the same damn time. Why do you get me so blind? Why do you get me so blind? Boy, I hate you, but I love you at the same damn time. Why do you get me so blind? Why do you get me so blind? You got me in my feelings. Gotta go, ready to risk it all for you. Yo, tell me what the deal is. You play in my face, but I stay down for you. Got my mind conflicted, got me tripping over thinking I'm tired of looking through your phone. Cancel plans to be alone. We break up just to make up. I fuck you right, I feel. Complaining, denying up. Back where I made you feel. Wanna choke you, then catch you, then slap you, then love you, then dump you, then fuck you. Can't trust you, I love you. I hate you. Only in my tonight. We got bleed about every night. Real shit, just leave me alone. I'm sorry, baby. Come back. Boy, I hate you. You like the same damn time. Why do you get me so blind? Why do you get me so blind? Boy, I hate you, but I love you at the same damn time. Why do you got me so blind? Blind. Why do you got me so blind?
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino, do this. She say, you get a moist, left me no choice, I just might do that. But instead, it's screw this. I get bread, I do this. Cause I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out, Dino, do this. She say, you get a moist, left me no choice, I just might do that. But instead, it's screw this. I get bread, I do this. Cause I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do exist. You know the snakes come for the great ones. That's when you weed them out. If you've been A1 since day one, you know who I'm speaking about. Just been watching cause I got it locked and I know that they plotting and scheming now. I don't believe in no back door. Cause I don't leave my keys around. As soon as they see me, they screaming now. People like, what is the scene about? I turn up the music and hop out the whip. Now you get to see what we about. I pass them in traffic and now they be all out the window. Bodies just leaning out. They wanted to see the whip, no could do it. I did it. So do you believe it now? I please the crowd. Yes, indeed, I do that. If you talking about cheese for pounds, best believe I move that pivot. You better ease it down. It's just me, my crew that's sick. It's just me, my crew that's sick. Hey, don't think so, do that.
Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Diesel, do that. She said, get her moist, love me no choice. I just might do that. But instead, it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus, I just can't trust that. It's all that back up to exist. Every time she hear my voice, she scream out Diesel, do that. She said, get her moist, love me no choice. I just might do that. But instead, it's stress. I get bread, I do that. Plus, I just can't trust that. It's all that back up to exist. Yeah. Get behind me, I know they don't ready now. Wanna send me, I know that they jelly now. Tell them patience, I gotta be steady now. Live like an agent, smoking on belly now. I ain't worried about none that you mentioned me. That you talking about hundreds and Benjamins. They can tell that I'm running a minute. It's RIP uncle, my son, I'ma finish. I mix it up with a Gucci Gabbana. I mix it up like a coupe and a Hummer. Gum cold as a scoop in the summer. I give it work, they gon' shoot for a number. Can't understand why they always so pressed about Mac though. I keep it true in 100. Not really worried about it. They do at their back though. They gon' come through for the drama. Say they show while she looking away. Was on your hips, I took her away. I gotta come down to riot, just sit for the diet. You know that I'm cooking today. They going crazy for that good easy. That lazy, but that need me. They know that I'm not a regular peasy. I tell them don't call my cellular peasy.
She hit my boy, she scream out Dino. She say you get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do it. Plus I just can't trust that. Cause all that back don't do it.
Every time she in my voice, she scream out diesel. Do that. She said, get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. But instead it's screw it. I get bread, I do that. Plus I just can't trust that. It's all that back don't do it.
Every time she hit my boy, she scream out Dino. She say you get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that.
Every time she in my voice, she scream out diesel. Do that. She said, get a moist, left me no choice. I just might do that. Yeah.
Let me be the love of the one you call. Let me be the one you put above all. Let me give you everything that you need. Promise, baby, I will be indeed. Everything you want, everything you dream. Everything those other girls couldn't be. Don't you ever leave, don't you ever leave. Pray that you'll stay with me. You don't know what I'll do for you. Oh, my loving is true. Open up your heart, baby, open up. You won't have to worry about trust. I'll place your heart inside of mine. Promise, baby, you gotta be mine. Everything you are, I swear I love. Everything you do, even your touch. I won't ever leave, I won't ever leave. All you gotta do is believe in me. You don't know what I would do for you. Oh, my loving is true. You, I want you.